don't see a guy coming in like 118 times and everything. Is that how did that affect you? And, how strange is it?
Well, I mean, I don't think it's so much someone necessarily coming in. It's the shots he was coming up with when he did come forward. I mean, he came out with some great pickups and reflex volleys, especially at the end of the match when it was tight, and that was tough because I was hitting some good shots and chasing some good balls down, but it just wasn't meant to be. And he served very well when he needed to, especially when he was behind in games, deserved to win because he played great when he was down and also in the important moments. Whereas I was kind of behind in the last couple of sets the whole way, but the first two sets I had chances. I was up a break, I think, in both of them pretty early, and couldn't convert my opportunities.
Usually you play pretty well against the serve and volley players. You like getting a target at the net. Was that a day where you weren't really feeling your return batting shot, or was it something really special from him?
I think he came up with some great shots. I mean, maybe there's a few shots, obviously, in a match of 3.5 hours that you probably could have done better with, but I did also come up. The last game I came up with some great returns, and the 30-all point I hit a great return right down to his feet and a really good lob and reflexed his smash. I read it well, and he just kept coming up with great shots. It was, I think, the point before the match point he came up with a great sort of reflex drop volley or half volley winner, and I don't know if I returned badly. I thought I returned reasonably well. I definitely could have served better the last couple of sets. That would have helped.
Did you feel flat, low on energy at all? At one stage you were shouting energy at a changeover.
Yeah, I don't think I was flat. As always, I feel like that's something I get asked all the time when I lose matches. It's always like, were you flat? I don't think I was today. I was getting myself pumped up. Some of the times at the end of the sets, I was trying to, get a little bit more energy. Show more sort of positive body language, and and I did that at the end of the match. In the end of the first and second sets, it just wasn't to be today.
Andy, did you expect that at some point as he got closer to getting at the fourth set that he might tighten up and get a bit nervous when he realised where he was?
Yeah, I mean, I had some opportunities at the end. I think the last two service games I had chances. Maybe 3 service games in the last set I had opportunities, and he maybe missed a couple of balls that he'd been making. But then he came back from all of the mistakes that he made and kept coming and kept coming up with great shots. So there's not too much you can do about that. Sometimes you got to say well played, and it's obviously disappointing to lose, but he did some good stuff out there.
You're the same age. You came up together through juniors. You've had a great year, #1 and gold medals and world champion and stuff. Is there a part of you that's happy for it?
Right now, I'm more disappointed for myself. Obviously, it's a tough one to lose. Obviously, I wanted to go far in this event, and it's the earliest I've lost here for a long time. So I'm disappointed right now, but like I said, I mean, credit to him. He came up with great shots and played a really good match. You always finish matches that you lose with things that you maybe think you could have done a bit better, but he played some really good stuff.
Two lower ranked players now have beaten the very top players. Just talk about the margins of error in the ATP and how that plays into today's result.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously in the slams with the best of 5 format, you have time, you know, to turn things around. You know, and there's also time to mess it up, I guess, as well. But you know, in the best of 3 set matches, it feels like there's less margin for error. You know, if you play a bad set, you know, you're immediately under pressure. Whereas in the slams, you have time to sort of figure it out and try to turn it around. So. Yeah, there's always a chance to come back, but you know, I didn't see Novak's match at all. But you know, I can only comment on my match today, and every time it was close points, and I put Mischa under pressure. He came up with great stuff, and that's unfortunate for me and great for him, and you know, he deserves to be in the next round.
Having been so close so many times here, is it sort of doubly disappointing to? You feel like you sort of missed an opportunity?
I don't. Did I miss an opportunity? I don't know. It's. I guess. I mean, every year you come, there's. You know, is a different chance, different opportunity. I mean. I was still even had I got through this match, you know, Nishikori or Roger are waiting. You know, stands. Still in, and you know, guys like Songa, and you know, I don't know exactly what's happening in the match with Dan, but you've got, I don't know, you've got Roger plus 3 guys that are in the pretty much the top 10 in the world, you know, in my half. So certainly no guarantees, even if I got through today's match, that I would have gone further, but. Yeah, it's disappointing to lose. I don't feel like this is any more of an opportunity than other years.